and in this video, I'm going to cover the campaign creation process. This process is very simple, um, not that complicated. I think people make it complicated. It's really not. I know that when I first got started, this was just like a lot for me. I was just looking at all these options here, like awareness, reach, engagement, views, lead generation. I'm like, what? Like, how am I going to do this? Like, this is a lot. This is a lot to take in right now. So, um, Facebook, they're no different from AdWords. If you've seen our last course, it's no different. They're all about, these guys make their money through running ads, right? And you really have to be strategic on how you use these platforms. So, for the sake of this video and the local loaded Facebook ads, I'm going to show you the right way to do this so you don't have to make any of the mistakes that we made. We made a lot of mistakes very early. We lost a lot, and we eventually came back, and we came back and on top. Okay, so let me take you through the Facebook loaded ad campaigns creation process. So the first thing you want to do is click on this area here. So forget all of this stuff here. I want you to forget engagement, app installs, views, conversions. We'll talk about that a little later, but for the sake of Facebook local loaded ads, I want you to go ahead and click on traffic. Okay, so go ahead and you click on traffic. Feel free to pause this video at any time and just follow along, okay? So we're gonna give this a name, okay? Because it's very important that we name our campaigns, right? We don't want to lose track of anything. So we're gonna target Dennis Dallas 35 plus males, okay? Why am I doing that? I'm doing that because I want this to be as easy for me to understand what it is that I'm doing. So, if I create other campaigns, it's not difficult for me to find what ad is what, okay? So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling, okay? All right, so for the account, we're just gonna go ahead and click continue. All right, so this is where we're gonna start, creating the ad, just step by step. So for the ad set name, you remember how in the last video I spoke about, you have your level 1, which is your campaign, right? Level 2 is your ad set, and then you have your ad, your actual creative, okay? So for this one, we're just gonna do dentists, males, and we're gonna do 35 plus / mobile, okay? What does that mean? It means that we're gonna be targeting dentists that are males, 35 plus, and then we could do mobile, okay? So custom audiences, you don't have to worry about that yet. And like I said, if you have any questions about custom audiences, you could ask in the group. But right now, that's not important. That's not what's going to help us get these clients, okay? It's really not, okay? Later on, when you've gathered enough data where you spent a good amount of money on Facebook ads, then you could use custom audiences all day. But that's more an advanced feature that sometimes I believe it's overused. So let's type in here. Let's type in Dallas, Texas. Okay, we're going to be targeting people in Dallas, Texas. Now we could keep this as is. Right now it's at 25, within 25 miles, so that's fine. We'll get a good amount of distance there, so we're good with that. When it goes to the age, we're gonna do, when we seen on the report, I believe it was about 20, 30, so we'll just do 30 plus. So I'll just fix that up at the top. And just delete this here, put 30 plus. So we have Dallas, Texas, 30 plus. We're gonna be targeting males. Okay, just give this a few seconds. And then for languages, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do English. Now, maybe you're in the Latino market, maybe you're in a different market, Russian market or something like that. Then you may want to go ahead and put that there if you want to speak directly to that market. Okay. I know we have a lot of international community members as well, so this goes for you as well. Make sure that you enter the correct language there, so you're not speaking English to a different country and then it gets all complicated and mixed. Okay. Now here's where the magic really start happening for these campaigns, and I want to get closer up here because you're gonna spend a lot of time here creating these local loaded ads, and I'll explain why. You could type in Dennis here, right? And you see that you get a bunch of different types of options. If you use the Chrome extension, the upgrade that we created, you could use that and the keyword phrases portion of the extension, you could use that within for your research. Okay, a lot of those keyword phrases, like Facebook doesn't make it easy for you to find, so if you go to some of those keyword phrases and you place them here, they may pop up sometimes. So definitely scale out that extension. Okay, so let's get back to this, because this is where I get really excited. This is what's going to help a lot of you out, because I know that a lot of you are trying to get these leads, you're trying to close these leads. So let's get started. So for job titles, you want to choose general dentist. That's one that you can choose. And then let's type in dentist again. We're gonna do pediatric dentist is fine. Let's type in dentist again. And so what we're doing here is these are all interests, so I really wouldn't worry about these here. Oh, let's see here. No, we're gonna pass on that. Interest dentist. All right, cool. So what we've done here is really narrow things down a lot. Okay, I don't know if you're looking at these numbers here, but it's saying about fewer than 1,000. That's okay. We can run tests on that. Nobody's saying because it's red. People get scared. They see this they see this number go all the way down and they're afraid to run their ads. They're afraid that it's going to cost too much, or nobody's really going to see it. But this is why you have to test things out. This is actually a good thing that it's narrowed down, because how many dentists are there really in Dallas? I know Dallas is big. I lived in Dallas, but come on, there's not that many dentists out there. So 1,000, we're going to reach about 1,000 people that are dentists and are on Facebook. Okay, they're general dentists and pediatric dentists. You can remove pediatric dentists if you want, but look, we have to run some tests. We need to collect the data. This is important, so keep that in mind. Let's go ahead. Let's continue moving forward. All right, so let's go to edit placements. Okay, I want you to go to edit placements. And remember how when we went into insights, we did some homework, right? So what I want you to do is uncheck desktop. Uncheck desktop. Okay. And the next thing I want you to do is remove Messenger. We don't really need Messenger. We don't need... Okay, let's exit out of here. Just give it a second. We're going to remove Instagram and we're going to remove Messenger. And I'll explain in a second why I'm going to do that. Now, the reason we're moving these two, and if Audience Network was an option, I would remove that as well. But the reason we're removing these is because, remember what I said before, Facebook has to make money. So they're going to say, look, we'll give you the whole buffet if you want. if you can afford it, okay? But if for people who are just starting off, like a lot of the guys in our community, even some of the guys out there that are really making moves out there, this everyone, I want you to know that Facebook is, they're in it to make money. So you have to be very, very strategic on how you use this platform. All right. I know it's cool. People think it's cool to run Instagram ads and Messenger ads, but you really have to be careful. Long story short, you want to choose feeds. Okay. Why do you want to choose feeds? Because if they're logging in, right, that local dentist is logging into Facebook. They're sliding on their phone. Remember, these guys are at their office, sliding away on Facebook, searching, maybe posting from their fan pages. They're going to see you right in their feeds, like every time. So this is what I'm saying. You really have to be prepared for the amount of traffic you're going to get off of this. You're going to get a lot of clicks. You're going to get calls. Just make sure that you're prepared for this stuff. So make sure that you select feeds. All right. This is another exciting area. Remember when we did the basics on the Insight, what did it say? It said that it had to be Android, right? Android was the one that was really sticking out to us. So we're going to go ahead and choose Android devices. Why are we going to select Android devices only? And I mean only Android devices. Okay. The reason we're going to select that is because we want to play this game and we want to play it smart. We already have some basics on the data. It wasn't perfect data, but it's our job to buy the rest of the data so we can make better sense out of it. I know you hear the word data a lot out of my mouth, so for the sake of that, I'm going to give you more insight on what I mean by that. There's another page in Facebook where you could actually view the data that you purchased. So we'll get into that a little later. So we already pretty much have everything set up. Let's go into budgets. So budget is really based on what you can afford, really. And you don't really need to play big with Facebook. Facebook is actually a really good, compared to a lot of other platforms out there, it's really good with the traffic and they're really reasonable. So you can start with $20. That's fine if you want to do that. And they'll tell you here, you'll spend no more than $140 a week. That's not bad at all. So I'll definitely run that. For schedule, I will leave it continuously running. Okay, just make sure that you're around your computer to run the campaign. Let's move on. So for optimization, here's where the magic starts happening. And this excites me because it's going to help a lot of people in our community. If you've been following along with the course so far, this is going to help you out. So instead of links, I want you to go into daily unique reach. Okay, so what this is gonna do, it's going to load your page just like landing page views. Okay, and when someone goes into your page, all right, so let's say you're targeting dentists, right? They're sliding and things like that. They click on your ad, they go to your page. There are two optimization methods, okay? I'm just going to clear this up for you because a lot of people go crazy, they get confused. You could do this with conversion ads or traffic, click ads, just like we just did just now. You could do daily unique views, unique reach, or landing page views. These two are the ones that you have to focus on, guys. This is important. Please don't do anything else than choose these two options: daily unique reach and landing page views. And like I mentioned before, if you have the pixel on your page, when someone comes to your page, guess what Facebook is going to do? They're going to load that page for you for 5 to 10 seconds to ensure that that's a quality lead. Okay? And once that quality lead has gone through that process, they'll land on your page. Just make sure you have a unique offer, something that's really good, something that they're willing to, that they're going to buy. So we're going to leave the bidding strategy as is. We're going to be getting charged per the impression. Okay, so we're okay with that. And we're going to click continue, and that's pretty much it. You know, that's how you create the loaded ads. Super easy. Okay. And again, if you have any questions at all, definitely come to the mastermind and ask any questions. For the next video, we're going to go through the creative process. Now, this ad that I created here, I see that we got a little error here. This is just an example, but remember to really expand your reach here. So if we open this up a little more, if you run into this error, this is just for the sake of this error here, we're going to sort this out now. It should really open things up a bit more. In some cases, you may have to choose male and females if you don't have the data already collected. You know, you really have to, you know, mess around with this so you get it right. You see that area cleared up there, right? It's not there anymore. So good. Now we can go and start making the creative for this ad. So remember, guys, daily unique reach or landing page views. And in the next video, I'm going to go over the ad creative process. And I'll even create another ad on a separate video showing you landing page views so you understand that process as well. All right, so I hope that you got a lot of value off of this video. Hopefully you took a lot of notes, and I'll see you in the next.